Hey guys, Bunny here. And yeah, weirdly enough, welcome back to Triton Survival. It was released on Steam, and they gave me a key, and I was like, you know what? They fixed bugs, which is good. They did a weird thing where they had an adaptable format. They didn't have that in the last one, I think. And they don't have it set to automatically find out what resolution your monitor is, which is a big issue already. And so it was like it was like a flat, like rectangle, and so everything was twisted out of shape, and it's very weird that they have that option to do that. Firstly, that's not a resolution people use. Apparently there was copper in the game, and I'm just stupid. So yeah, I hope there's been a fair bit of bug fixes. Resolution hasn't seemed to change that much. Audio's still a little... I got experience points for some reason. I know that there's supposedly copper around the base. There's a lot more bunnies in this version. Has anything in the environment changed though? I don't seem to move anymore now that I punch things. Can I still hit that? No. They need to have object deletion. Abdus gun is interesting. I got an achievement for bush. There are achievements now, I guess. That's carbon. That's stone. Iron. Iron looks different. It's not glowy anymore. There's already like something better about the game. The trees are still very weirdly colored. So I'll collect all the resources I can and see about like what else can I do in this game, because I got achievements. I know I've been tearing this game like a shit ton, but the developer actually, I think it was a developer, commented on my last video saying that they took some of my feedback into account, or at least they know that there was an issue and they're trying to fix it. So, I mean, hopefully they watch the video and go, oh, I didn't realize that was an issue. Let's go fix that. I got the poop. Remember how the poop was floating earlier? It's on the ground now. Is that copper? They said there was copper nearby. They said there was copper, I'm just stupid. I mean, they didn't say that I was stupid, but I know what they meant. Ooh. Okay, that's cool. How the music stops, but if you look up too far, it does a stupid. I don't like this lens flare thing that's going on. It makes everything look a little blurry, to be honest. Quartz? Yeah, I've seen that before, I think. It does... like, everything looks okay, though, to be honest. It was just the bugs from before that I had an issue with. Because quality isn't too bad, like, big of an issue in these kinds of games, I feel. Like, 7 Days to Die was crazy. They added new aliens. Are they angry aliens, though? They're not very smart aliens. Some up there. I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna go there. I'll meet you there. What is that? That looks like an interesting little rock. Is that copper? Can I hit it? No. Okay. Hey, what are these blue rocks? Oh, that was that weird stuff, huh? Right? No, it's magnetite again. This looks different from before. I don't know. I'll just do heaps of looking around. Hopefully I'll find something new. Oh. See, this is what I was worried about. Travel to portal, F8. Okay. There is a reset button. Thank God they have a reset button. That means I can be a little less careful. Which is good. More poop. And whatever that is. Silicon? You probably need that. Iron and the rock just seem to not have like a distinction enough. Which makes me think that I've probably seen copper and I just haven't distinguished between them. This is sulfur 100%, right? Yeah. See, it looks like all those rocks around there are things I can't walk to. Like, I could walk to them, though. Like, I physically can, but I don't know if I should, because I might get lost, you know? Yeah, that doesn't look like something... I mean, it looks like there's terrain out there. Look, I'm gonna come back to you guys when I've found copper, and therefore have resources. Okay, so copper does look like sulfur. It's exactly what I thought. Copper looks exactly like sulfur, but a little bit oranger, and in the light, it's very hard to tell. But it's in these little blue forests, so hopefully there's less sulfur in there and more copper in there. I probably want to do a few more because everything else is really close to the base, but copper is not. So I'll see you at the base. Hopefully craft them some things. So let's see what we can craft with this copper. I can make nitrogen. Is that all I can make with guano? Yes. So I'll make the oxygen. Not oxygen, nitrogen. Make water purification. And... make steel, I guess. So I'll close this, and I'll open my crafting menu. My other crafting menu, I guess. Don't have enough iron to make a small container. But I would like to make a small container, so maybe I find some iron. But I feel like I'm definitely gonna need that. Pulse scanner. Oh, I'm too low level. And now we make the full potable water. So a lot of these words need to be changed. They're all like really badly misspelled, and I feel like it's a joke almost at this point. Oh, I fucked up. I need more iron now. I definitely think... I don't know, there's a lot going on in this game. So like, they've put work in, but it's just, because there's a lot going in, it's very janky. I think the animations definitely need a lot of work. Not necessarily the quality of the models, just the animations. Like, it doesn't, like, it just flicks back constantly. So you can tell, like, it just doesn't look good. There is, I said last time, there is potential here. Especially with all these cool designs for, like, little buildings and things that don't seem to make sense. I think that you can definitely get something out of this. Oh, I needed to go crafting, didn't I? Container, I can now make one of those. I can make landmines. Oh, I have a lot of skill points, huh? But I have 15. Oh, not enough player level. Interesting. Fuel consumption? Oh, I just, like, buy them? Interesting. Oh, so I upgrade tech, and then weapons? The things that I can do? And maybe, like, power. So now I should be the right level? Nice. And because that's a tech, did that mean that my oxygen generator... I need more rocks for it, but I could use an oxygen generator, huh? Okay, do I, like, put that in my... there? How do I put down stuff? Just like, do I just click it? Oh, yep. Oh, it's down. And no, if I hold E too much, it goes da 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 da, which is nice. I like that. What else can I make? So like the top, I don't know if it's organized by level anymore. It's still not organized by level, which is great. I can make a Vulcan turret very soon though, which is interesting. It says that atomic particle accelerator needs fuel, but I haven't needed to use fuel on the one that we have. So there's like the very base elements for base building and stuff. It looks like at the moment, though, you won't want to be making a base because it just wouldn't work as well as you would hope. How do you make gunpowder? Ooh, I can make 2 gunpowder. Oh, I don't have enough carbon, so I'm still making 1 bullet. 1 bullet. Let's go back to the fight and see what happens here. Okay. Yeah, we skipped. So what it does is it just skips to the next day for the fight scene. Oh. Right-click is missile. Not zoom anymore. I guess he couldn't figure out our zoom was working, so they just made it a missile. Oh, there's one really close. Heck. Should I be trying to, like... I know that you guys can't hear me, because this thing is loud. This vanadium stuff, like, actually has a visible thing now, rather than... It's so loud! Holy shit! Congratulations, I've survived my first enemy invasion. In a few days I'll receive a new wage. Each will become stronger. Build my base. The necessary armament for your duty to protect the border. Remember that some enemies will leave you resources coming from the planet that came from. Take advantage of them. Interesting. Yeah. So battle didn't change much. The gun has missiles now. Okay, I can actually grab those. I just have to be looking at not them. Can I craft something with that? With the atomic particle accelerator? Doesn't look like I can craft it from there, but maybe from my crafting tree. Hand grenade? Magnetic grenade? Yes, magnetic grenade uses vanadium. The transport drone. Okay. Well, there was an update. Fixed some issues, but not all of them. Namely, the janky animation still needs to be changed so it is a little more fluid rather than 90s FPS kind of style thing. I do love the atmosphere, I love the music. These cool little alien structures are just fun. Gotta work on jank. Also, I feel like there's still... I said it in the last one, there's a lot of stats to look at. Just a lot of stats, and there's like a lot of different resources. You could lower that a little bit. Like, say, the oxygen tank kind of thing. You could change it so you don't have to equip different oxygen tanks and nitrous oxide and stuff like that. Like, you could still have oxygen, but you could force someone to make a generator. And there's like a generator in the base to heal your oxygen tank. Like when you're around it, so your oxygen tank will be on full and then you can leave the base. And then come back to it, rather than having oxygen as an element. I feel like, I don't know, there's just so much to do. I do like the skills for weapons and stuff, for the stats. I feel like the HUD, like the UI could be a little better for this kind of stuff, but it works, it does function. I don't know, there's a lot that you could do to make this more functional as a game. I think that I'm probably not the best person to look to for full answers, because I'm sure like an actual game dev, like a big one could tell you what's wrong with it, or like a big reviewer. But definitely those are my first few things. The janky animations definitely make the game a little pull you in a little less, basically. The kind of lack of a goal makes things a little bit like after versing that first wave, I don't feel like I want to verse a second wave. Resource collecting, you got to collect a lot of resources. If I go around collecting a ton of resources and I can build a container and a bullet, I feel like I think there's kind of like a realism thing going on here, where like, you know, it looks like you're using a lot of resources for it, and that kind of makes sense in the real life aspect of things, but you're in a sci-fi game. You could pull things out of nothing. You don't need everything to have like iron, carbon, and stuff. I would love to keep track of this. Maybe in like a month's time I'll see if there's any updates and things, but at the moment it's very bare bones. Definitely keep an eye out for if this changes, because they are updating and they're working on it. And there is potential here as far as an actual survival game goes. I would love to see more focus on the base building mechanics, so you look at the base building and you're like, oh, I can actually build stuff. I would love to see a better resource gathering tactic, because at the moment, you just don't collect enough resources. See you guys in the next one. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Check out Triton Survival on Steam if you enjoyed looking at the game. And yeah, see you in the next one. Bunny out.